Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we are really digging into the greater Kettering, Ohio area, specifically looking at household income. We're focusing on a tight 10-mile radius, and our goal here really is to show why just looking at city-level numbers, it's just not enough. Not for smart decisions, anyway.
Exactly. You absolutely need that zip code level view. And the first thing that jumps out from the data is just the sheer contrast. It's pretty stark.
Stark how?
Well, we're talking median household income, let's call it MHI, right?
Right.
It ranges from over $142,000 in some spots.
Wow.
Down to less than $36,000 in others, all within that 10-mile circle.
And where's this data coming from?
This is solid stuff. It's from the U.S. Census Bureau, their 2023 American Community Survey, the 5-year estimates.
Okay, the ACS.
Yeah.
Got it. The gold standard for this kind of local snapshot.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, so let's unpack the map here, the economic geography. You mentioned a concentration of wealth.
Definitely. The data clearly shows what you could call a southeast wealth corridor. It's very distinct.
A corridor, south and east of Kettering and Dayton.
Exactly. It's a whole band of high-income zip codes, sort of contiguous. These are the Tier 1 areas, the top earners for the region.
Like which ones specifically?
Well, the top is 45434, that's Beaver Creek. MHI there is $142,260.
Okay.
And then you have 45305, Bellbrook, hitting nearly $120,000.
So what's driving that concentration? Why there?
It seems to be a mix of factors, kind of a self-feeding loop. You've got highly rated public schools in places like Beaver Creek and Centerville. That's a huge draw.
Always is.
And then there's the proximity to major employment hubs. Think Wright-Patterson Air Force Base.
Ah, right, Pat.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Lots of high-skilled, higher-paying jobs, right?
Basically.
Engineers, tech staff.
Precisely. You get this concentration of high earners, which supports higher home values, which supports the schools. It reinforces itself.
Okay, so that's the top end, the Tier 1 corridor. But you said the range was huge. What about the other end?
Right. And the drop-off is quite dramatic. You head towards the urban core of Dayton.
And the numbers change quickly.
Very quickly. We're talking Tier 4 areas now. Take zip code 45416, covers parts of Dayton, parts of Trotwood.
And the MHI there?
Just $35,027.
$35,000 compared to over 140.
Yeah. And it's maybe a 15-minute drive between those areas. It's incredibly geographically compressed, this disparity.
Which brings us to something you flagged as really interesting, the difference between median income and average income.
Yes. This is where it gets really nuanced and, frankly, critical for understanding what's going on within a zip code.
Explain that difference again, median versus average.
So median household income, MHI, that's the middle point. Half the households earn more, half earn less. It's the income of the typical household.
Okay.
Average household income, though, can be skewed. If you have a few households earning extremely high amounts, it pulls the average way up.
Right, the billionaires drag in the average.
Exactly. So a big gap between the median and the average. That signals significant income inequality inside that zip code boundary.
And there's a prime example of this in the Kettering area.
Oh, absolutely. The classic case here is 451st Moraine. That covers parts of Kettering, but also the city of Oakwood.
Okay, 405, 419. What's its median?
Its MHI is $85,876. Pretty solid, right? Upper middle class, you'd say. Tier 2 level for this region.
Seems reasonable, but the average?
The average household income, it jumps way up to $131,328.
Whoa, that's a huge jump. What's the ratio there?
It's about 1.53. And that high ratio tells the story.
Which is?
The zip code boundary includes Oakwood, historically very wealthy, right? A pocket of really extreme established wealth. That pocket dramatically inflates the average income for the entire 45419 zip code.
So if you only looked at the median, 85K, you'd miss that pocket of extreme wealth entirely.
Completely. You'd think it's just a standard affluent suburb. But the average reveals this internal stratification, proves the MHI alone can be misleading.
Okay, so tying this all together, what are the implications for businesses, for instance?
Well, it's basically a detailed map for market segmentation, isn't it? If you're selling luxury cars, high-end services, premium groceries, you target that Tier 1 Southeast corridor. That's your prime market.
Makes sense.
But if your business is more value-focused, discount retail, essential services, maybe fast food.
Your core market is likely in those Tier 3 and especially Tier 4 areas.
Exactly. The data tells you where your specific customer base is most concentrated.
And what about for, say, city and regional planners? What does this map tell them?
It highlights pretty stark economic segregation, doesn't it? You have these zones of affluence right next to the zones of significant economic challenge.
Which raises questions about opportunity access.
For sure. It really supports the argument for regional strategies. Yeah. Things like inclusive zoning, maybe, Or improving public transportation.
How so?
Well, think about connecting people in those Tier 3 and 4 zip codes like 45441 more easily to the job centers out in Beaver Creek or near the base, bridging that physical and economic gap. Workforce housing initiatives, maybe closer to job hubs.
It really lays bare the challenges. When you step back, the sheer scale of the difference is kind of staggering.
It really is. Think about that final point. The median household in the richest zip code, 45434,
Yeah.
their income is literally 4 times higher than the median household in the poorest zip code, 45477.
4 times. Within a few miles of each other.
Mm-hmm. And that massive gap shapes everything, doesn't it? Schools, infrastructure, local businesses, social services, the whole fabric of the region.
So understanding those lines, those specific zip code realities, isn't just academic, it's essential for anyone operating there.
Absolutely essential. Forget the city average. You need to know the ground truth, zip code by zip code.